one of your more famous tag team partners and Scorpio. And I take it you guys are cool now because you're on the same show at the same weekend.
Do you know we've never talked about it? Never even talked about it.
What is it specifically? Because I solicited questions.
I wish I knew.
Oh.
He didn't bring it up. I didn't bring it up. So he was just all over me like we used to be as friends. And I was friends back to him and we just didn't talk about it. So I don't know. I really don't know. I was so shocked at what he did that I just couldn't believe it. And then I came back, with something to rebuttal, and told him I'd knock his teeth down his throat next time I saw him. Well, the next time I saw him, I had a shoulder replacement. And so he had said, hey, he sent a kid over to me and goes, ask Bagwell if he still feels the same way about that, knocking my teeth down my throat. And I was like, okay, well then, so we go to eat in the hotel lobby, restaurant. And here he comes walking in. And I got a thing like this. I got a cast on. One of those braces. And I'm like, I got nothing to protect myself or anything. I said, this is crazy, So I put the knife, I got a butter knife, and just put it underneath my leg here. So at least I had something to defend myself. Because I had no idea. For what he said, what he did was way, way too much. And I just didn't get it at the same time. So I didn't know what was coming. He sits down almost knee to knee from me. I'm thinking, what in the hell's going on? And he goes, hey man, how's the shoulder doing? And at that stage, I still didn't know. So I was like, us, man, we're getting older, something like that. And he was like, and his comeback let me know that he was cool. He was like not going to start nothing or try nothing or anything like that. And so it started like that all the way to seeing him at WrestleCons and WrestleCades and everything else. And him just walking up behind me and hugging me and we just became close again. And for a real, really, it was kind of sad to me that we even had those words, because I didn't, if there's a problem, why let it wait 10 years or 15 or 20, whatever it was.
Well, for people who don't know, what was the initial source of friction?
That it was something to do with, I asked him to move. Keep in mind, hear the word, asked. I asked him, would he mind if Tanya could sit up? I want my first wife, because she set up in first class with me. And I had her first class ticket, but we wouldn't sit next to each other. Well, Scorpio was, I guess that was the main friction there, was that, but I didn't know. Why not just say, no, I don't want to do that.
Your partner Buff, I was going to ask, because loads of people are asking, how's Scorpio and Buff Bagwell doing together and so, and then I realized, well, you're at the same place in the same weekend, so you guys must be okay now.
The thing about it is, Buff being the man that he be and shit, you know what I'm saying? I had tried to get him at a different events. I had went up to him and said, hey man, what's up? You want to talk about this? You want to do this right now? And, he was always, straight up like, hey, in all honesty, with his neck problems and the car accidents and a few of the things that he's been in, internet has a tendency to blow up a lot of shit that's out there. We did have some beef, or I probably had more beef with him than he probably had with me. more so than probably anything else. But we was able to talk and you know, say, hey man, what's going on? You know, and you know, a whole lot of talk, you know, shit like that. Me being a hothead, you know, shit, I'll fight. I'll fight anybody and everybody. Shit, I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? You win some, you lose some and shit. But yeah, I was ready to fight, you know, come and fight out. You know, we sat and talked. It wasn't really about being a fighter or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we, you know, in reality, you know, we was a hell of a tag team. Whether you like it or not, man, we was one of the best tag teams that they had out there. They didn't do shit with us, but we was a hell of a tag team.
Yeah, definitely. Not to, could you give us like the sort of like brief version of the nucleus of the fallout? And apparently, according to Buff, he was just like, oh, one day we just sat down and talked about it and it was fine.
Basically, that's it. We're just like exactly like he said, man. I mean, I come in, holler, hey man, what's up? He's like, oh man, beef, you know, going around. You said this, you said this. So yeah, I said I was gonna whoop your ass. You said you're gonna kick my ass. You said you're gonna slap me. You said you're gonna do that. Yeah, you know, we talked about it. Next thing you know, shit, we were sitting at the bar having a drink, getting the pen, you know, getting high and shit. You know, like shit ain't never happened and shit. You know what I mean? Turned around, worked a tag team match, and shit, we got in the ring and worked like we never lost a beat.
Yeah.
You know, and ain't been in the ring together in 15 years, you know, 30, 20 something odd years plus, you know, but hey, we got in there and like we ain't never lost a beat, man. So it was real good to actually sit down and talk to a man to man and, you know, see where we stand and where things work out. You know, I mean, people, me, myself, and other people probably have given Bagwell a bad name, but if you really know Buff himself, in spite of all of the things that might have happened or had went through, you know, throughout his life, you know what I'm saying? You know, Bagwell, he's a good man. He really is, man. He really is good people and shit, man. But, you know, that takes a person to really sit down and really talk to a person, spend time with a person to really know what a person's about and where he's coming from.
Yeah, absolutely. You can build a feud in your head for many years, and then when you actually see the person, you realize, well, it was just mostly in my head, and then your true feelings come out when you come face to face with somebody.
When you're high on drugs, man, you accuse a motherfucker of all kind of shit.